It's week 1 of the NFL, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Chiefs and the Titans on Monday Night Prime Time.
Let's go, baby.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Mahomes going to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A first carry for Tyler Algier. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Meadows. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles. 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence. Show some aggressiveness. Go pick it up.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Titans are on the board here first in the season opener. footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will... Dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 7. Algier with another carry. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
22 Linda.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And now it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Levis back to throw.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barber.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Levis.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not. Exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Like 13, like 13.
Pacheco will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point forthcoming. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Algier now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In motion comes the tight end left. Mahomes now to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Second down and 6 now.
Like 5-4. Odd. Like 54 readers. What? 49's down. 22 readers. Stand up.
Levis looking to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike 49.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll go down at the 28. 53 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis.
Throw left side complete. That's Shelton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Isaiah Pacheco
with a milestone here. Touchdown number 200 for his brilliant career.
And the Titans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Yellow.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
That is caught.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Throwing now is Mahomes.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Mahomes.
That is caught by Rice. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Open man completes it to Claypool. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Levis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They go play fake. Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd down and 4. And again, it's Mahomes. It gets it right back to Mayer. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now here's Mahomes. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Flush to his right. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. 87 yards rushing for him now here in Week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pacheco. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Levis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Like 13, like 20 Rita.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He finds his man, complete. That's Shelton. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Algier going straight ahead. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mahomes now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A quick throw caught by Rice. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now a handoff to Algier. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a handoff up the middle. Meadows. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Second and a couple. A give right side for Pacheco.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
454, Mike 54, short!
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
Mike 13.
So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis.
That is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Mike 13, Mike 13.
Levis looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the left sideline. He may go.
And down to the 7-yard line. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Mike 5-4.
Pacheco once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
49, Mike 49.
Here's Pacheco.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Back 0! Back 0! Linda, switch to Tracy. Set up. And 24 Linda, select Green 18, Green.
Now Levis. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Now a 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And his throw here is incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, come on.
Levis to throw it. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They'll come out throwing here on first down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got this to Algier. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Mahomes to throw once more. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Mahomes going to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
One final try for Mahomes. Being chased out, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Partner, that'll do it. These week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And partner,